Howdy, viewers and gamers alike out there, and yes, you know me, it is I main event Leo Wolverine, who likes to yeet in the chat, yeet in the commentary, yeet on a video premiere, yeet on a live stream, because I would love to yeet all day and night, in and out, and you know me. So, yeet! Woo! Yeet! Woo! Yes! Yes! Woo! Oh, by the way, I went to the last weekend from, yesterday and the yesterday before is when I went to Gem State Comic Con, and it was awesome sauce, dude. Yes, yeet. Arf. Woo. Woo. Yes. Woo. I'm in the drop zone, and you know me. Oh man, I had a wonderful time. I really absolutely enjoyed this, and it was great. It went absolutely great. Oh, I absolutely enjoyed it, and some people dressing up as their favorite DC characters, some dressing up as their favorite Marvel characters. Oh my goodness, outside, it was kind of raining. I mean, like, on the first day, it was on a Saturday. Of course, the rain will not stop these people when it comes to the Gem State Comic Con. So I'll give you that. And it went really good. Uh, I absolutely enjoyed it. Oh man, I get to meet I finally get to meet Rick Robertson, who's voices Deborah from the Dragon Ball universe. Nice guy in real life. And there was also Derek Stephen Prince. So yeah, Derek Stephen Prince. So he's from Naruto, if you like to know. I met Elise Bogman, who voices Pan from Dragon Ball GT, which I will get to that later on. And yes, it's my goodness, yeah, that's absolutely incredible, and I'm absolutely floored, and yes, yeet, arf. There's John St. John, and so yeah, he's from Duke Nukem, and also from one of the Sonic games. So Big the Cat is my guess. There's Brian O'Halloran and Marilyn Gigliotti. Yes. And there was Bonnie Wright from Return to Hogwarts. Even though I'm not a Harry Potter fan at all, which I'm not. There was Scott Patterson and Sean Gunn. So yes, I am floored by this, and it was awesome sauce. Oh man, if I could just yeet all the day, all the time, I don't care of what is just, I just had a really great time, to be honest. And you know what? It went great. It went absolutely great. My gosh. Oh, wow. Gem State Comic Con moved from April up to May, the month of May. And, yeah, it was it was something I absolutely enjoyed. My goodness. Goodness gracious. And yeah, and then there's some people, some dressing up as their favorite cosplayers, from those from Project Diva Vocaloid. I see those from He-Man and the Masters of Universe. The Masters of the Universe, you know. He-Man! Hello there! I want a girlfriend, He-Man! I'll get you for this later as Sona! For mine... for high... Skeletor! And I'm trying to walk perfectly. I'm not an athlete like you, but I am one. He-Man! You know, that type. He-Man! He-Man! Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh! Oh, my. So, so to be honest, yeah. Hey, man! Hey! Hey, man! I want a girlfriend! Hey, Blazer! Keep your hands off my girl! All I want is a date! This ends now! I'm not okay! And I'm not Italiano! Porque! Oh, whoa! That is absolutely funny. Oh, that was absolutely funny. I do have pictures of. I do have pictures on my cell phone, but it takes a bit, you know. I really, you know. Oh man, I had like a bunch of pictures. Well, not a lot, but I would say a lot. I mean, you know. Oh man. And there was some many people you know, to be honest, there were those people who do recognize me back then from last year, and it was just mind blowing, which I am so happy that those who do recognize me, even those who don't know that I have a YouTube channel, which I do this, and for the sake of argument, it's what I do best, and you know, I am the excellent guy who, like, what are you trying to say, pal? Are you a type of guy who wants to go hang out or something, or like people who do a bunch of cosplayers? Yeah, there are some cosplayers who are dressing up in their Disney characters. I see like one who dressed up as the Queen of Hearts, you know, from Alice in Wonderland. Yes, and also there's a cosplayer who was dressing up as Tinkerbell. I mean, who would not like Tinkerbell in the first place? I do. I mean, like, are you serious? Yes, there was a cosplayer who was dressing up as Tinkerbell, and it was something to behold too. Oh, oh, oh! I just find it awesome, and you know. Oh, oh my. So I absolutely had like, yeah, I have the power, says Blazer. Woohoo! You have the power! Woo! Woo! Okay, so yeah, I could see the photos straight right into right in front of me. So yeah, I had photos of I got photos of Deadpool and a photo of Mickey Mouse who turned to the dark side and all that, and the Queen of Hearts. Yeah, did, and I was dressed up as the Undertaker. Yes, I like cosplayers, and there was a character out of the X-Men whose name is Rogue besides Wolverine. So yes, it was awesome, and I know on the first day. While I was on the first day, there were kids out there who were dressing up as their favorite Power Rangers. It was the Blue Ranger, the Pink Ranger, and they were looking for a cosplayer as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger, the Red Ranger, because you have like a complete Power Ranger cosplayer type of group, and then all of a sudden, because I saw the bunch of kids, it was like the golden opportunity for kids to see their favorite Power Rangers, and I was like one of those people. I mean, I wanted to dress up as a Mighty Morphin White Ranger on day one, but I decided not to because, well, I wanted to dress up as the Undertaker, and I want to dress up as as the Master Chief out of the Halo universe, and that's how it happened. And there you go. Be right back a little bit. Oh. Don't worry, I'm just checking my left eye, that's all. Okay, so, I mean, I did see the kids. I know how much they want to see another Power Ranger, and once they find another Power Ranger, whether it's the Red Ranger or the Black Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, or the Green Ranger, or the White Ranger, that would make a whole lot better to have a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers group, like two kids with an adult, and then you have this, and then having I know the adults and those who are kids would love to be a Power Ranger, and those who are teenagers watched Power Rangers back then, along with the adults who grew up Power Rangers back in the 90s and or in the 2000s. I wanted to be one like myself because it was something to behold too, and I I just could not turn it down. It was I just wanted to do something about it. I just don't want it to go away. Ay caramba, what am I doing? It just yeah, it was something. Um, had a picture of Ghostbusters, and I had a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi, who dressed up as, a cosplayer dressing up as Obi-Wan Kenobi, and there was a cosplayer who dressed up as Princess Leia, while I was dressing up as The Undertaker, and then still dressing up as The Undertaker with the three main Sailor Scouts. And when I mean the three main Sailor Scouts, I mean Sailor Moon, Sailor Mars, and Sailor Mercury, of the first three, before Sailor Jupiter came into the scene, before Sailor Venus came into the scene, and it was awesome, and it was just absolutely amazing. Of course, I can post the pictures straight into Discord, and not to mention on the YouTube Alliance community board. I can do that. I'm not saying I can't. I could, and I can also post it on Instagram and Facebook. And you know what I mean? It takes I'm actually floored, and it was great. But yeah, I mean, my goodness, I made some new memories, and then taking pictures with the Ghostbusters, Queen of Hearts, Deadpool, then a Hatsune Miku cosplayer, a cosplayer dresses up from Rogue from the X-Men, from X-Men 95 and 96 and 97, Rogue. Then there was a cosplayer dressing up as Shadow the Hedgehog. And somebody definitely who dressed up as Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, who knows? I mean, though, a friend of mine is absolutely liking Shadow the Hedgehog, and I know someone else does. I'm not saying no, but you know what? That is something else entirely. So yes. And there's a cosplayer dressing up as Wolverine. He had the look and the muscle build, and that guy has like the body. He definitely looks like Wolverine, like so well out of the movie Wolverine and Deadpool. Because I know that movie is not KID friendly. I don't watch movies that contain with a lot of F-bombing because it doesn't really help, and I'm not. And I know Deadpool is not KID friendly because it never has, never was, and never will be, because it just goes to show you that Deadpool is not KID friendly because he has a fast healing factor, even though he is the merc with the mouth and all that. And I'll tell you this, he is always the merc with the mouth. And you get the idea, the merc with the mouth and all that. And also because actually when I took a picture of Wolverine, I was in the Master Chief costume. I was dressing up as the Master Chief out of Halo. And there you go. And so yeah. And then I found a cosplayer who dressed up as Michael Keaton's Batman. Yes, Michael Keaton's Batman. And there was like preteens who were dressing up as the fluffy characters or fluffy animals out of it. I don't know if it's Japanese anime or not, but they say they really like the Halo series, which is the Master Chief, and I am that guy who's right there. And also, wow. No one okay. And there was another cosplayer who was dressed up as, from the movie called Cocaine Bear, which is dressed up as the Cocaine Bear. And they're like, what? Like, are you sure you're not making up that name of the way Cocaine Bear? Yeah, I know. It's the name of a movie, which is kind of there. And I think I don't know if it's based on a true story, but the Cocaine Bear is like, there's a cosplayer dressing up like that. So I got the picture with the Cocaine Bear. And then another cosplayer dressing up as a Project Diva Vocaloid character, Hatsune Miku. Yeah, and then there's a cosplayer who dressing up as as Princess Zelda from Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. And yes, I am a Legend of Zelda fan type, and Princess Zelda is one of my favorite characters. So yes, even though she is pretty and hot, I'm sorry I had to go there. It was not what I had in mind. Oh, Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is the Gem State Comic Con live stream 2025 post show for I Am Main Event Leo Wolverine, and I will continue on. So yeah, and also there was I had characters out of Star Wars. One who was dressed up as an Imperial officer, and the other dressing up as the Mandalorian. You know, from the Star Wars, the Mandalorian. This is the way, because on the way of the Mandalore, and there you go, the way of the Mandalore is right in my face, and great cosplay. This is the way. And Mandalorians are not allowed to take their helmets off in public, unless if they want to eat, they can, but just not to have their helmet being shown, not to have their face being shown in public, which is, there you go. And then another picture, I dressed up as, still from Halo. There was a character from The Wizard of Oz. So, yeah, and let's say, I can't remember. She wears a pink dress with a crown, and I got a picture of it, and there you go, and I'm absolutely there. So I am certain that this is like something to behold to, and you know, all the photos and of what I've had so far. My goodness, that's a lot of photos that I taken in Liberty. It is something I will never forget, and you know, I really absolutely am just incredible. And also that was I had a really fun time from day one, and now day two comes in, and now with day two is where I dressed up as the Icon Sting and the Mighty Morphin White Ranger, and what I would and I'm sorry. I I for what I do best is what I actually done, and just make it count the most. So I'm at the oh. So once again I took pictures again with Ghostbusters as the Icon Sting, and not many people who go from like a Comic Con or an Anime Con or both, or what you like to call it, they don't see cosplayers who dress up their favorite wrestler, to be honest. So it is really rare to find. For those who dress up as Rey Mysterio, or for those who dress up as the Undertaker, or for those who dress up as the Demon Kane, or for those who dress up as the Icon Sting. You know what I mean? The Icon Sting. And that is very hard to do. That is like very hard to do, if you like to know. And I know, like, one of my friends, I was trying to find cosplayers who dressing up as, you know, one of their who dressing up from characters out of Fairy Tale, but I didn't find any. But at least I did find characters from One Piece, like such as, you know, Monkey D. Luffy. I mean, who would not like Monkey D. Luffy anyways? I mean, come on. Yeah, that's something else entirely. And What was it? Another character dressed up as Hancock. Mm. So it's a shonen series. So shonen is more about based on the characters of men. I mean, I know I'm not saying it doesn't show more. So I'm not saying it shows more men than ladies. Don't get me wrong, but it does show like the lady characters of the women in the shonen series, and the shujo is more shows more of the women's side than the men. And don't get me wrong, just because there isn't men doesn't mean there won't be, because there are characters of males in the shujo series, and there you have it. So for like Sailor Moon, for example. So yeah, and anything else like from the magical girl genre, which is the Pretty Cure series. Yes. And there are some other Shujo series that I'm not familiar with, and I happen to know some, not all of them. So there you go. And oh yeah, there was a wrestler, a cosplayer who was kind of dressing up as Darby Allin, and it was a moment. It was a moment for me to have someone dressing up as Darby Allin. To be honest, Darby Allin is actually one of my favorite wrestlers out of all Elite Wrestling, besides Sting. And yes, Darby Allin may be small, but in the inside, he has the heartbeat of a lion because he never knows the meaning of the word quit. And he is a favored wrestler, one of the favorite wrestlers as who does not mess around. And so yeah, it was a great moment. It was a great moment to have someone who dressed up as Darby Allin while I was dressing up as the icon Sting. And I love it. You don't see that very often for those who dress up their favorite wrestlers in a Comic Con, an anime con, you know it. So I guess what? I went to another cosplayer who dressed up as Hatsune Miku again, and then finally dressing up as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger because I know I was pressed on time. I had to dress up because, well, putting on the costume and all that was pretty easy, which I have no problems. The helmet, that was really difficult. The helmet was really difficult. It was, I mean, it was a one size fits all thing, but man, with so many tries to put on the helmet, I mean, come on! I just want to put on the helmet. That's all I want. All I want is to put on the helmet so I can walk around with it. Oh man. But yeah, I was able to put the helmet on and like so many tries because you have to put your ears inside without having your ears being caught closing while the helmet closes on one side of in the front of your face, and you have to close the other, which is the back of your head or including the top of your head. And I was oh my. The helmet was just it was the perfect thing for me to find. I really enjoyed the helmet. So I know the helmet from out of Die Ranger, but definitely from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers out of Die Ranger, from out of one Ranger, and that is the White Ranger, which is the White Ranger power, or Tiger Zord, or White And there you go. And yeah, I had a group of Deadpool characters one dressing up as a female version of Deadpool, the other like a Deadpool, and the other one with this, with colored pants and like riding on a pony. And like, what is this? Once Upon a Deadpool? And then a character from Hydra. Like, what? Yeah, a cosplayer from Hydra. What is this? I don't know. And then, this one cosplayer shows up with this little toy, this little toy blade knife thing. Well, I had like a sword of my own, and my blade is bigger than his or hers or anyone else's. And it was just let's just say I'd rather not play a game of hooky or hockey or what. It was. Oh, 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 man. Yeah, but there was a lot of people coming in. People see me dressing up, see me as a Mighty Morphin White Ranger because, well, because it brings them back to their childhood memories back in the 90s, in the 2000s. And those who were those who were kids, and those who were teenagers, and those who are now adults, and finally they wanted to get a picture with the kids, and I really love kids. Because when I was a child back then, I used to watch the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, from the original cast. And then you have some of those who are not to be recasted, those who recasted. Oh, my goodness. And I know that, my gosh, Jason David Frank played the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, the Zeo Ranger 5 Red, and not to mention the Red Turbo Ranger, and now the Black Dino Ranger. 5 Rangers in all. So he had like the Master Morpher, and he can transform into any of those 5 Rangers like on the fly. He morph into the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, the Zeo Ranger 5 Red, and not to mention the Red Turbo Ranger, and not to mention the Black Dino Ranger. But, yeah. So, from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to Power Rangers Zeo to Power Rangers Turbo, and now to Power Rangers Dino Thunder. And somehow he passed away due to something that I really know, even though he is no longer alive. But he did leave a legacy behind. He left a legacy behind as one of the best Power Rangers to have. And you know what? I couldn't have it any other way. I mean, just because no matter how old you get doesn't mean you're going to stop liking Power Rangers back then. I mean, at a kid at heart, I don't think I'm never going to get old of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Never, not for many years, and I will never get old of watching it. Because I wanted to be a Power Ranger when I was a kid. And then finally, as the years go by, I decided that I wanted to be a Power Ranger so I can give something back to the kids, to the children. And finally, I made my dream come true. I finally became one. I may not have the saber called Saba, but you know what? Just because you don't have a morpher or the saber called Saba with you doesn't mean you're not worthy of it. Where being a Power Ranger is something like it's not what from the outside that counts. It's what's on the inside that makes you. It's not the so let me put it this way. It's not the morpher. It's what's inside of you that's what counts. That makes you a Power Ranger, like to triumph over evil of all sorts of things. And it is something that's. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Just a little from what I had. So now that I'm, like I said, about being a Power Ranger, there were kids coming up to me that wanted to have their picture taken from their parents. I know their parents actually, who knows, that they watched Power Rangers when they were teenagers back then, or they were kids, and like, yes, and like, who would not to have kids? I mean, I always wanted to have a picture with the children and try to give them like a reassured feeling or hope that one day or two that they will dress up as a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger or any type of Power Ranger they ever want to encounter. And so for that, I finally made their dream come true, and it was great. But if the kids from the Saturday who were dressing up as Power Rangers, they would have met me, and then all of a sudden you have this Mighty Morphin Power Ranger group for having the Blue Ranger, the Pink Ranger, and the White Ranger, and all of a sudden, hey, it's the original three casts of Tommy, Billy, and Kimberly. All three of them. Yay, hooray, the original cast is back for more. That would have been the perfect ice cream scoop with the cherry on top. But it did not happen, and if only I could have been there. But I only had to choose the costumes that I brought with me, and I should have known better. And then all of a sudden, I got stumped. I got stumped. Oh, Oh, man. Oh, that was something else now, isn't it? I mean, it was, if only if it would have not been something else, but instead, I had to pick something else of what is going on, and you guessed it. Uh, 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 so, that would have worked. I mean, the next time, if I'm gonna try to dress up as a Power Ranger, maybe I should have do that on the first day instead of the second day. But you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Because I just picked the second day as my saving the best for last, and that would be the Mighty Morphin White Ranger. And there you go, the Mighty Morphin White Ranger coming the second day. So, yay, hooray, all hail the conquering young non-heroes. Or no. And also, I got more of the same cosplayer dressed up as Princess Zelda again. I'm dressing up as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger again, and like I said, I didn't get a lot of pictures on as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger, but I got more pictures being taken as the Mighty Morphin White Ranger than what I usually do. So yes, it was awesome sauce, and I enjoyed it. Yeet, arf, whoa, yeet, whoa, oh, and also yeah. So here is there like another Comic Con or going to for an anime con? Well, yes, which is about approximately 5 days from now. I am going to the Nostalgia Con in Boise, at the Boise Center in Boise. So right next to the Grove Hotel and the Idaho Central Credit Union Arena. And it's right there. It's pretty easy for me. It's not that hard to find. I just go in. But here, okay, so it's like, dude, if you're going to go in, don't you need to pay tickets? Well, however, this is the good news, and here's the easy part. The best part is this. The event to go to the Nostalgia Con, I know, is absolutely free. You heard me. It's free to go into the Nostalgia Con, and I am gonna be set. I am gonna be set to go to the Nostalgia Con. I am set. Oh, and by the way, the people I'm gonna meet up with are are the ones that I am definitely gonna see. And let's see, Jim Cummings. Yes, he voices Winnie the Pooh and Tigger from The Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. He's also who voices Darkwing Duck. He's also from the TV show Cat Dog. He's also from the TV show Bonkers. And yes. He's mostly almost on every Disney movie. He's also from Thundercats, which is pretty awesome. He's also from TMNT, who voices the Shredder. I find it funny, but it's true, but I did not know this, but it's absolutely amazing. No, from the Nostalgia Con. So, yeet! Woo! And there's let's see if I get this name right. Lydia McKay. Lydia McKay, yeah, she's from One Piece. I'm guessing she voices Hancock. You know, that character from the Japanese anime One Piece. As far as some others that I don't even know in there. Oh, And there is Michelle Ruff. Yes, I know who she is. She's from voices Sinon from Sword Art Online, which I have watched that show before. And she's also from Sailor Moon. She voices Luna from the VIZ version. I have the DIC Cloverway dub, not the I watch because the one I watch is the DIC Cloverway dub, which suits me better than the VIZ dub. You know, she's also from Fire Emblem. Some characters she voices on Fire Emblem Heroes. If you like to know, so yes. Michelle Ruff. So from Fire Emblem Fates and from Fire Emblem Awakening. It's yeah, and yeah. Let's see, there's another voice actor. Let's see, Griffin Burns. So yeah, Griffin Burns. Like, who is Griffin Burns? He's all. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot. I didn't know Michelle Ruff's also from Digimon, from the from the third TV show of Digimon, not the second one. I mean, yeah. So also Griffin Burns is also from Digimon. I'm guessing Try Adventure, and then some other characters I may not be familiar with unless I know. Let's see. He also, yeah, Griffin Burns. He's also from Fire Emblem Three Houses and Three Hopes. Yes, he won't. So yeah, and also from Orin High School Club. But what? I know it's a little confusing, but trust me, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't know everything. So there is a Daniel Logan. Like, who is Daniel Logan? He is from. He's definitely usually from the Star Wars universe. You know, like from a young Boba Fett type. Yeah, voices from the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, and that. So, and also there is Kyle Hebert. Hebert or Kyle Hebert or Hebert. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the last name correctly, but he is yeah, it's Ryu from Street Fighter and Adult Gohan. Yes, it's the guy who shows the way of the Hadou, or he fires his Hadouken. And he's also from the characters from Fire Emblem, if you like to know. So yes. Kyle Hebert or Hebert. So yeah, and also he is from the Power Rangers Legacy Wars game console. From yes, he voices Doggy Kruger, and yeah, that guy, and also voices the Magnet Defender from that game. Yes, that's the guy. It's Ryu. And also from that game console for you who fires the Hadouken. I think he does a better Hadouken yell than I could. I'm not saying I don't, but he could do better than I could. And don't you forget it. So let's see. There is Eric Stewart. Yeah, I've met him before. That was almost 10 years ago. I mean, I've seen him from a distance. Yes, he's from Yu-Gi-Oh! He voices Seto Kaiba, but he's also not just a voice actor, but he's also a musician and a singer type of guy. He's also from Pokemon. Very much indeed. There's David Lodge. Yeah, he's also from Fire Emblem Three Houses and Three Hopes. And he's also from Arcania, the game called Arcania. So, yeah, I'm familiar with it. He's also from Digimon as well. He's also from the Care Bears TV show. I don't know which one, but if it's a new one. And also, he is from Naruto. Yes! And he voices the pervy sage. I did not. No, it's the guy who voices pervy sage from Naruto. Oh, be right back again. Oh. Yeah, I'm back. Okay, so there's another voice actor who goes by the name of Nathan Kress. He's from the TV show, or Nickelodeon's TV show series iCarly back then, which I am familiar with. Yes, and he's also one on Netflix called Pinky Malinky, and also a movie called Tell Me Now I Die, and Gym Teacher. Also, the video game High School, Snowflake, and Babe Pig in the City. Yeah, Nathan Kress. He also does some voice acting as well. So I am, I'm never. It would be a great time if I did meet Nathan Kress. I mean, and also, as I remember, he likes the word construction. Why? Because I kind of because he got there was a TV show that before the TV show aired of iCarly says he likes the word construction. So you think I don't know this? And let's see. There's another voice actor goes by the name of John Morris. No, not John Morris from Castlevania Bloodlines. John Morris. He voices. If you want to know, he voices Andy from the first and the second and the third and the fourth movies of Toy Story. You know, Andy, John Morris, who likes to play his favorite toy, and that's Woody, the Sheriff Woody. Sheriff Woody, voiced by Tom Hanks. So John Morris, that would be something I've never met a guy named John Morris. I he's not a bad voice actor when it comes to. I know he was growing up in as a kid, and then he went to college, and then coming back, and then Toy Stories 1, 2, and 3 were excellent. I would say that's a given. So yeah, and there is a Kenny James. So like, who is Kenny James? Let's see. I know he voices Bowser in one of the video games. I don't know which one. And I know he is from One Piece as well. So, Kenny James. And there is Daniel Ross. Like, what? Daniel Ross. I'll tell you this. He is from the TV show or the game called Gremlins. He's also from one of the McDonald's TV commercials. And he's also, surprisingly, how he voices Donald Duck. Like, how could he voice Donald Duck with that, like, ridiculous Daniel Ross? Like, there is no way he cannot do like Donald Duck or whatsoever. You got to be kidding me. I don't know how you're going to pull off a Donald Duck voice. It's like, I know, it's complicated, but yeah, but it's there. So he also voices Lucky from Lucky Charms, yeah, that's me, Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. But, like, wow, dude, you got a British or a Scottish or an Irish accent. I could, or there's Cockney English, mate. Yeah. Yeah. So there's let's see. There's a Cricket Lee. I don't know if she's related to Jeremy Lee, but I would be surprised if she is. But I'm not saying, but who knows? I know she is from. She voices one character, and that is so far is from Avatar: The Last Airbender from a Nickelodeon TV show series that was back in the 2000s. So yes, and there's Steve Staley. And yes, he's also from Fire Emblem Heroes. He's also from Digimon. He's also from Naruto. He's also from the Gundam Wing TV shows. Perhaps I would say like a few, to be honest. Also does some Japanese anime. And there's Lindsay Seedle, if I get that first name right, along with the last name correctly as well. Like I said, I'm not perfect for a guy who knows how to pronounce last names correctly or first names or whatsoever. So she voices Maya from Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney TV show is like my guess. Either that or the game or one of the games like from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate or what. And also there's oh my goodness, a bunch of Japanese anime. If there's some of the shows I may be familiar with the names I've heard, and then I might know, but unless it rings a bell. And also, she is from Love Live. So, yeah, I know one of the characters from Love Live. It's like, you think I don't know this? Unless I recognize and then make this count. So, we got Grant, another voice actor. Let's see, either that or some. Either there are artists or those who don't do voice acting but can be artists or what. Let's see, there is Grant Kirkthorpe. I know, let's see, he has done Minecraft Dungeons, Street Fighter 6, World of Warcraft, Donkey Kong Land 2, yes, GoldenEye, 007 GoldenEye, or Reloaded, or, oh yeah, a composer for 007 GoldenEye Reloaded. And also for, let's see, did Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That's interesting. There's Neil Kaplan. Yes, Neil Kaplan. Wow, he's been doing this for a long time. He's from Digimon. He's also from Naruto. Yes, you heard me. He's also from I'm guessing it's got to be the first TV show of Transformers. I don't know which one, but that's a clue whatsoever. There's Marty Grabstein. He voices Courage the Cowardly Dog from that Cartoon Network TV show series. Yes, Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I never thought I'd get to see something about a Cartoon Network back then. Yes, it's Marty Grabstein. This is Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, I watched that TV show. It is funny, and how he holds up to that lung capacity is beyond me. It makes it count the most. Ah! This shouldn't happen to a dog. No! Usually when I meet with voice actors, I try to be. I don't have to go into character. I usually kind of be like myself, and then bring out like, just be myself, not like the guy who dressing up in cosplay. I mean, of course you can dress up something like in cosplay. Who's your favorite wrestler? Who's your favorite Power Ranger? Who's your favorite character out of DC, Marvel, Japanese anime, or Kamen Rider? You know it, you name it. I get the point out of all that. And so, and there's another voice actor, Joshua Seth. And I know I've heard of him before. He is from the first TV show series Digimon, and yes, and from Toei Animation, and also another, and also yeah, some other shows. Let's see. Yeah, that would be interesting. I watched Digimon before. There's Quentin Flynn. He voices Timon from the TV show series, and no, not Nathan Lane this time. Timon. He's also from one of the TV shows of Sonic the Hedgehog. Also from Naruto as well, which is pretty amazing. Yes, he also voices Johnny Storm from the Human Torch in one of the Fantastic Four TV shows. Yes! And let's see, there's another voice actress, Candy Milo. Candy Milo. Yeah, she's also voices, XJ9's mom, the one who created XJ9. She's also from the Looney Tunes shows, also from Dexter's Laboratory, the new TV show of Dexter's Laboratory. It's also from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Also from, which I did not know this, in voices Chuck Finster from Rugrats. Yes, I kind of. This is interesting. I find it very much for Candy Milo. There's some of the voice actors and voice actresses, when I recognize TV shows and what is like really pops into my head and like what I know it's starting to makes me ring a bell when every time I see those who I hear, and when I hear the character coming from doing that voice acting, it is just absolutely impressive. And it just makes you wonder that you want to start. There's a lot more voice actors and voice actresses when it comes to the Nostalgic Con, and that event is going to be so packed. It's going to be really packed, and the event will last for 2 days, 2 straight days. I'm not joking, 2 straight days, and that is like a big something that you might want to see there. 2 whole straight days of the Nostalgic Con. The Gem State Comic Con's one thing. The Nostalgic Con, that's something else. But this is a first time of a free event. I know for those who have VIP passes to buy them in advance, well, they're likely going to get like ahead of the line. I think it's like a fast pass, but that's how it's going to make it count the most, or how it's going to work. And so yeah, the Candy Milo, also from Chalk Zone. Yeah, I am familiar with like the people, I mean the characters, and like, so that's who they voiced is. Like, yes! Yeet! Let's see, there's Mark Thompson. I know he has done some Japanese anime. He knows also from Pokemon. He's also from Ultimate Muscle. Yeah, that TV show, the Japanese anime. Ultimate Muscle, I think it's that from either the Fox Box or from 4Kids TV back then. Oh, by the way, he's also from the classic TV show Superman, not the Superman the animated series, another Superman cartoon show back then. And also, he's also voiced Shere Khan on one on the Jungle Book or what? Like, yeah. So and there is. I know he's done some Japan. Also, he's also from one of the Transformers TV shows, as I recall, which is okay. And there's Janet Varney. Janet Varney, yeah, she is from The Legend of Korra, from the second TV show series that succeeded on the first one from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So yeah, Janet Varney. Oh, and she's also voices Wonder Woman from Justice League. That is connected from that one TV show with Batman, with all that stuff. So yes, Janet Varney. And the other voice actor, oh yeah, there's also some of the movies like called Burning Love and the other one, You Are the Worst. I've never heard of it, but that's new to me. Unless of those who are familiar with the names of those movies. And there's Michael Hagney. If I got his last name right, Michael Hagney. He is mostly from Pokemon, to be honest. Michael Hagney. Very much. And let's see, a voice actress named Jenny Kwan. Yeah, Jenny Kwan. She, she's also from Avatar: The Last Airbender, so yes. And also does some Japanese anime. Also, she voices Chung Li on one of the video games. I don't know which one of any Street Fighter games. So yeah, Jenny Kwan. Like I said, more information will pop up as I understand what is going on. And so another voice actress, Olivia Hack. She is from Hey Arnold. I'm guessing she's also from the TV show series The Care Bears, and also from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and also from one of the Star Wars TV shows. Yes, and also did some Japanese anime, and you think I don't even know this and what so like what up? Because yeah, there's a lot of people. I'm naming off people on a website called the Nostalgia the Nostalgicon, and another voice actor, Wayne Grayson. Wayne Grayson. I thought it was Wayne Grayson. He's also from Yu-Gi-Oh! From the first TV show and the second TV show. So Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, if I recall. So yes. And he's also one of the TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, TMNT. So he voices Mikey, I think. Mikey! Wayne Grayson! Me likey Mikey! And the other I met was I likey Mikey was Robbie Damon. Let's see, there's Tara Sands. I know who she is. Oh man, she voices Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh! And also from Pokemon. She's also voices Sonia from Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. Yes, I know, that's her. Tara Sands. She also is also voiced on other characters, from Fire Emblem Heroes. Does Japanese anime, and you know it, and that I'm familiar with, and also from Pokemon. Another voice actress, Wendy Lee. She's one of the most popular people besides Tara Sands. She voices Lynn from Fire Emblem, the Binding Blaze, or the Binding Blade, and also from Fire Emblem Engage. She also voices Queen Serenity from Sailor Moon, from the VIZ, either that or the DIC Cloverway dub. I don't know which one. She also voices Alpha from Power Rangers in Space. And also Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. Voices Veronica from Fire Emblem Heroes. She also voices Haruhi Suzumiya from The Melancholy of Suzumiya. Like, where do you get that name? You think I don't pay attention when it comes to this? If anyone asks me if I know what I watch or what I know this, I don't have to lie. As far as I can tell. Be right back. Okay, she done a lot of voice acting for so many years, and Japanese anime. I know she is from one of the Monster High movies and or TV shows, or both. So I am familiar with it. And also there is Samantha Kelly. So yes, Samantha Kelly, she voices Princess Peach and Toadette and Toad. So yes, from Nintendo, Samantha Kelly. So she is the one who voices Toad from Toad's, Toad's Epic Adventure thing, and then Toadette like, yeah, hey, hey there, I'm Toad. I gotta get myself a girlfriend. Yeah. No, no, no. At least I'm not doing Majin Cena Toad. Like, what? John Cena with Majin Buu with Toad combined. like you say, you can't see me. After this, you can't see me because my time is now up. Or what? Yeet! Woo! I'm eating that. I'm eating all the day long when it comes to the live stream, man. Yeet! Woo! So there is Craig Bartlett. He is director, creator, producer, and animator of Ready, Jet, Go, and Hey Arnold, the comics, and also did a TV show, Hey Arnold, and also Dinosaur and Train. Craig Bartlett. So yes, the Nostalgicon, and I'm also, so there you go with the Nostalgicon. Even though I'm in the Gem State Comic Con live stream 2025 post show, I mean, if people are up and at 'em and up and out, I mean, there's gonna be like, oh my gosh, 30 people who are or be into that free event called the Nostalgicon. So it'll only last for 2 days. Those people who are like out of state will be flying in or driving, will like go into the hotel nearby. There's like the Residence or the Renaissance Inn, not to mention the Grove Hotel and other hotels nearby. Because when it comes to hotels that are nearby, you got to be like, it's always like a first come, first serve thing. But trust me when I say it is not as easy as you think it is when it comes to that. I just, for those who live in Idaho, just be ready when it comes to meeting up with these people who are actors or those who directed and produced or made or buy. And I know there's going to be a bunch of cosplayers who dress up in DC, Marvel, Power Rangers, and a Disney character, or those are about a Japanese anime, or about a Project Diva Vocaloid, a Super Sentai, and or also in the Star Wars universe. So there you have it. There you have it. I am set for life, and this is just too good to be true. And the best 2 days I really had was just absolutely amazing. And Gem State Comic Con, I had a great time last year. Do I had a great time this year? Yes. I really did. And it was the most absolute spectacular thing that I've really enjoyed. And it was just I really had a wonderful time of just being myself and still want to give my life to my Lord and personal Savior Jesus Christ. Even if those who say that why, what am I doing, or like even not many people, for those who are Christians, and I know when it comes to VTubers, how to explain, how does this relate to Bible theories or Bible stories, such as like, how does this relate to Gideon? How does this relate to the New Testament? How does this relate to the Old Testament? How does this relate to something that we see? I may not have all the answers, but I know there are VTubers who've done like Japanese anime. Like, how does this relate to what I'm looking at, or what does it show, or how does it do, or what does it do, what doesn't do, what does, or what does, and what doesn't. So that is something to understand by. And that is just something like a tip. Oh, and you know, I'm glad that one thing in common is that oh, sometimes you have to, people like to judge a book by its cover, and because usually when it comes to the you know, I like what? I don't know. I mean, depends on who you ask or what you'd have in mind to do. So once again, I mean, Gem State Comic Con was another big hit. I did enjoy some Japanese Japanese food cuisine. I said Japanese anime food cuisine. That was funny. Oh, oh. So I am planning to go to the Nostalgic Con, and you're going to say, are you going to do a live stream there? The answer to that and to your question is a big fat no. I'm not going to do a live stream, and I'm not going to like record everything around. I mean, I could, but I am not going to like record on people. I mean, I can record like from a distance and then like see all this and that, but I'm not going to like way per se, because that would be very rude. Of course, I don't mind recording from what I see, from a point of a view, to the top, to the bottom, or the like, you know, it's like going back from Neo Anime Oasis again, but then all of a sudden, let's just say I'm back, only this time it's the Nostalgia Con and not the Neo Anime Oasis thing again. And there you have it, and that's what I'm hearing from so far. That's so far to pushing into the news and make it count the most. So the Nostalgia Con begins this weekend, May 24th and the 25th. Lasts for 2 days straight at the Boise Center. Saturday, May 24th. Starts, doors open, and begins at 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on a Sunday, May 25th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And there you go. For those who are out of state, you can make it there to the closest hotels. For those, there is the Grove Hotel right next to the Idaho Central Credit Union Arena, next to the Boise Center. And there is another hotel. There's like four hotels. One is the the Grove Hotel. The other one is the Hampton Inn and Suites, presented by the Hilton. The Inn at 500 Capitol. And the other one is the Residence Inn, Boise Downtown City Center. So those are the hotels that are right on the blocks. And for those who are in there, and also there is a parking garage inside the buildings where you have to park your car in there, and there you have it. So there you go. But like I said, it's gonna be fun. It'll be a fun time for me. So of course, there's some eateries for those people who like to eat something that's, if they're hungry. I know there's like the Buffalo Wild Wings, the Tropical Smoothie Cafe. There is, by the way, there is Dutch Brothers Coffee, if you like to know. Like, yeah, there is. There is Dutch Brothers. There's Five Guys Fast Food, Cluck's Nashville's Hot Chicken, P.F. Chang's Bistro, The Still Ice Cream, Yoitomo Sushi and Grill Japanese. There's Mod's Pizza, Panda Express, Chipotle Mexican Grill, and the Trader Joe's grocery store. For those who don't have the time, they don't have the time to go into the long line, for example, and all of a sudden they want to get buy some groceries, like get yourself a bag of chips or food, or get a sandwich. And also there's the Basque Block, of course. So yeah, there's the Basque Block. So I mean, for those who are staying in besides the Residence Inn, which is a hotel, and also besides the Hampton Inn Suites in Boise downtown, and also besides the Inn at 500 Capitol, for those people who are staying at the Grove Hotel, even though it's a 3-star hotel, you also have like a big, nice, huge bonus. For those who are staying in a hotel at the Grove Hotel, I know there's like breakfast there, unless you have like a complimentary breakfast thing or not, because I know not everything is free and all that. However, even if you are in the hotel, you get a big bonus by just walking through, going by next door and then heading to next door. It's like you're there because you finally got to the Boise Center, and finally, there it is, the Boise Center, and you are ready to go, and there you have it. And there's a City Center Deli Plaza. And like I said, there's some eateries. There's Dutch Brothers Coffee, Negranti Creamery, the Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Buffalo Wild Wings, the Chocolat Bar, and the Costa Vida Mexican Restaurant. And there you go. So I suggest you try to stay eating healthy. Also drink plenty of water while walking around. If you're wearing a cosplay while wearing a helmet or wearing something to cover around your head, drink plenty of water once you take off your helmet or something that you're wearing on top of your head, or the costume. It's like, because once it's hot, it's really hot. You don't want to get dehydrated too quickly. So keep yourself hydrated. I suggest drink plenty of water, or drink a specialized drink called Body Armor that has a boost of electrolytes to keep yourself hydrated, so that way you do not want to like pass out into a Comic-Con or an Anime Con event type of thing, because nobody wants that. Because if a person does pass out completely, or should I say literally, well, that's gonna be a problem. So I implore those, or I just want to tell them, Keep yourself hydrated. Drink water or body armor with that you need those electrolytes. And also get some protein bars if you can, because when it comes to walking or when you're trying to carry some of the stuff or you have the weight, the baggage around you, you get some protein bar to keep yourself don't reduce the buildup of lactic acid. So, and I do believe that would be it for my entire Gem State Comic Con live stream 2025 post-game show. Oh yeah, before I forget, I will be doing a live stream of Legend of Zelda 4 Sword game, not 4 Sword Adventure on the GameCube, the 4 Sword game, which I've never done before in my life. Because, I would love to do this. For the first time in my life, I would love to do a live stream Let's Play. And I am going to show one of my friends is on Discord. Because, when you have, when you try to beat the whole game, or when you try to do this, the only thing you're going to have to do, is what I do best. I've never done a live stream on a multiplayer before, besides a live stream that's a multiplayer, and the last one was in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that was it. But I've never done a live stream that is basically a multiplayer, because Legend of Zelda, the 4 Sword game, not Adventures, that's a GameCube. I said 4 Sword game, that's on the Game Boy Advance. It's all 2 to 4 players only. You cannot go playing a single player. It has to be multiplayer. It has to be 2 players or more. So I would say starting off with 2 players will do just fine. It'll be just fine. So a 2-player game will definitely be the ticket. And also I would start practicing for the multiplayer, because when it comes to multiplayer, I need a friend of mine to get him into the works. And so, yeah, that'll be something else entirely. Like I said, this is going to take a while, but to be honest, I think I may know how to make this work. I'm not saying I don't, but you know what? I'll be ready. And also another update is that it won't be long until I do the state championships. That is on June the 7th. The state championships, the road to either I be randomly chosen to represent Team Idaho to go to nationals next year or not. So if I'm going to need a boost, I'm going to have to do as an added bonus, the law enforcement torch run and for Special Olympics Idaho. And I can hardly wait to do that. I know things have not been set in stone already, but I am waiting for that to happen. And once I'm waiting for that to happen, I am all set. So anyways, yeah, that's about basically it. And I just have to wait for the results, whether if I'm chosen or not. And if I do get chosen, then this means I have to start going to a conference with the people who will be randomly chosen to represent Team Idaho, and not to mention start training in the wintertime, which is 6 to 7 months from now. And also, an athlete must not miss practice 3 times. Because if you miss 3 times, you are out of Team Idaho for good. And I mean permanently. because you're not allowed to miss practice 3 times. If you say you cannot make it because you're called in sick, I mean, that's fine, but that will count as missing practice. So I suggest try not to miss practice by whatever means necessary. So you have to understand this. Going to represent Team Idaho to go to nationals is a next level. The same thing goes for World Games. So you can't miss a single one, because going to nationals is like a really high caliber level of professional athletes, and they don't mess around. But I do believe this would be the end of my live stream right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And tell me, who do you like to cosplay at on a Comic Con or an anime con, or what type of con would you like to go to? I will also post some pictures on my Alliance community board, as well as on Instagram, Facebook, not to mention on Twitter. I know there'll be people those who want to follow me, because when it comes to the Word of God, I like to share the messages about God's Word, because not everyone's the same. Because why? Because we all have sinned and come short of the glory of God, and for whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. And also, thou shalt confess thy mouth that Jesus Christ is said who he is, and that he has risen from the dead, thou shalt be saved. Because God is the way, because Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life, and no man cometh unto the Father but through him. He is the only way. There is no other way that'll lead straight to heaven, that leads straight to the Father. Jesus Christ is the only way. He is the bridge. He is the suspended bridge. Because when it comes to sin, that sin separates us from God. And when Jesus Christ became sin, he opened the way for us to bring us back to him and to the Father. And that is the reason why, when it comes to those that are in some of that in Japanese anime, that it how to relates from the New Testament and the Old Testament, some people may have a hard difficulty to understand, but when it comes to like the true meaning of understanding, when it comes to from the Holy Bible, who knows? Because it helps you think, and it helps you believe, and it makes you think outside the box, not inside the box. Think outside the box. So, once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow's live stream of Legend of Zelda 4 Sword Game with a friend of mine that I will be staying in touch on Discord, because that's the only way I'm going to keep in contact and staying in tabs with him, because otherwise it's not going to work if I don't stay in connection with them, because hopefully I will not lose connection, because once there was a connection error, it's not my fault. The storyline continues, unless, of course, if you know what I see. But anyways, as your main owner and founder of this entire channel, who likes to take chances, making mistakes, and getting messy, who likes peanut butter and chocolate in our breakfast for dinner, for I am main event Leo Wolverine, who likes to yeet in the chat, yeet in the commentary, yeet on a video premiere day in, day out, night in, night out, you name it. Oh, yes. Yeet! Woo! Godspeed! Play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice, and I'll see you guys next time from, tomorrow's live stream right here on Leo's Let's Plays Alliance, because Friendship is magic for everyone. So take care now. Bye-bye then. Have a great rest of your day and or evening, and hopefully I don't get my butt kicked or whatsoever. Oh, until then, I have one thing to say before I end the live stream, which I always do. Yeet! Woo!